Thank you so much, everybody. Again, I want to first of all start by thanking everybody that attended our workshop this past Saturday in Buena Park. I thought it was a complete success. I think it's exactly what we needed at the time when we needed it the most. As they say, if you missed a little, you missed. And so there's nothing else I can tell you other than you should have been there because it's something that, again, you don't have to take my word for it. Anybody here that I'll ask for testimonials later on can tell you that I think it was worth one's time. At least it was worth my time. So, anyways, having said that, I'm going to go ahead and kick it off. I want to just start with some notes from the event on Saturday. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about some of the materials that James Tadeo shared with us. I actually have some links for you, so I'm going to get right into it. One thing he mentioned that was very important was the business planning fact finder, which is what you see here on the screen. Now, this is something that if you're going to be working the small business market, you have to, excuse me, you have to have with you at all time. At all times, my recommendation is just print out maybe two at the most and have them with you in your portfolio, or which you should have along with your other stuff there as well. And this is very important because it's going to start to, first of all, show you how serious somebody is about wanting to learn more about what you offer. One of the biggest mistakes we have in sales, period, let alone here with what we do, is people confuse two main things that I don't want you to do that ever again. And people confuse courtesy with interest. A lot of the times, people don't want to know more. They don't want to buy from you. They're not interested, but they're so nice. They'll just play along. Okay, sure. Yeah, sounds interesting. Later on, maybe next week. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll call you. Blah, 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 blah. And here you are full of false hope. And then eventually you realize that they're just simply leading you on, trying to be nice to you. So don't confuse, and that's very important. Don't confuse courtesy with interest. And one of the best ways to tell whether or not they're seriously interested is by asking them for personal information. Once you start to do that, so when somebody asks me, "Do you have a card?" I'll take your card, and I tell them, I'm out of business cards right now, but let me text you my digital business card. What's your cell phone? It's okay. It's okay. I'll Google you later on. Perfect. At least I know I have no false hope to live off when a lot of people do that. Also, if you're talking to a small business, first step is to really find out, first of all, if there's anything we can even do for you. And the way we do that is gathering some facts that relate to your business. And here it is. So once you start to ask them the information that you see here, not only is it important to determine what it is we're going to be able to do for them, if anything at all, but it also allows you to lay down some trust. We're talking about the agent information, which is you, primary information, legal information. Is it a C Corp, S Corp? Is it a professional? What is it? Is it a nonprofit? Because there's some things we can do with them that we can't do with others, and so on, and so on, and so on. Again, future of the business. Really cool stuff here. The business planning fact finder. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you a copy of this right now so that you can have it with you. So bear with me. Let me go back in here. There it is. And so let me just grab the link. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it raw. I'm not going to title it or anything like that. I'm just going to simply go ahead and include it in our chat. So let me just go ahead and do that right now so that you can have it with you as well. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to take it one step further. Let me just minimize this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and also give you the picture or the flow code where you can download it as well. So having said that, again, this is the business planning fact finder. Very, very important. Have it with you at all times. Go ahead and scan this or take a picture. If you're watching the replay of this, do not call me, text me, or email me asking me for anything, please. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm just going to ignore you. Watch the video. Go to this slide, scan it, and you'll have it. Don't ask me for any of this stuff. The second thing that he talked about is the request for proposal. Now we're talking about something we're serious. When they really do want to move forward, we are going to need a lot of not a lot, but this information that you see here. And it's very important for a couple of reasons. It's going to give you all of the legal information you're going to need as it relates to the size of the company, what they're trying to achieve. And most importantly, with this form, they're going to tell you how to close them. Meaning, if you can give them what they're asking for, you're going to get the business. If you can't, you're not. And that's nothing wrong with that. This is not going to fit every single business you come across, but it's important for you to have it. And he talked to you about this part of the actual form. It's called the confidential sensitive information. This is the part that James was telling you is going to be your prospect list, because this is going to be the name and all the information you need for the employees. And so, regardless of what you do for the business itself, for the business owner, nothing says you can't do something for the actual employees on their own, especially when they see that you try to help them at the company level. And for whatever reason, it doesn't fly, they will always let you come in, especially if you offer to come in during their, excuse me, their lunch break and talk to the employees at that time, bring some food or something like that. And then this is how you're going to be able to get into the small business market. So I'll give you the first form, the first packet. Now I'm going to give you the second packet. So let me go ahead and pull this bad boy out and put it into the chat as well. Again, please do not call me or ask me for this stuff. I'm just going to ignore you. And I'm not being rude. I'm just being direct that I'm just not going to do it. I'm telling you ahead of time so you don't get mad at me that I never got back to you. That's not my job. I'm not going to do that. That's your job. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. It's in the chat right now. And if for whatever reason you don't have the chat because you're watching the replay, well, then here's the actual flow code. Scan this with your phone and you'll get the link. Then email it to yourself or whatever you want to do with it. My recommendation is print out one copy of this and have it with you at all. I'm going to pause at this point because I want to hear from some of you that were at the event because I know I'm getting questions. I'm not going to take on too many questions, but I want to repeat. If you missed this event, you missed a lot. And there's nothing we're going to do to help you bring you up to speed. So don't come to me about small businesses. You should have been, your butt should have been at the event. So I'm not going to replay or we didn't record it. We don't have any of that stuff. So real quick, Stephen was there. I know you're here. Your thoughts, Stephen? Was it worth your time? What did you think? Saturday.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was worth the time, especially for the small business focused stuff. Some of the details on the annuities as well. In fact, I'm going to be rerunning a couple illustrations for a client I'm meeting with tomorrow night with Aniko as well. The numbers are going to look a little better for her. But the small business information was invaluable, especially, with them providing everything you need to really just walk right in, have that conversation, and be able to put together a proposal for them.
Perfect. And one thing I will tell you is that the schools are not for everybody. At the same time, even if they are for you, diversify. You heard me say this many, many times over. I diversify what companies I submit my business to. I diversify everything. So thank you, Stephen. It was worth my time for sure. And I really appreciate, again, everyone's participation. Also, I want to remind everybody that was at the San Fernando Valley summit that we held that we are using this form now. It's important that by Friday, and I'm doing Friday, you send me a picture. You can scan it, email it, whatever you want, text it to me, a picture of your 10 schools that you selected and what you did with them this week. If you don't submit this or if you don't get a chance to visit them, we're going to release the schools because moving forward, we are no longer doing what we used to do of just go ahead and good luck opening them. We need this every week, every Friday. And again, this is for those that are doing this as part of the group, and there's no other way to do it. If you don't want to do it as part of the group, don't be trying opening up schools on your own. You're going to get in trouble. Don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to go ahead and give you the link to this PDF. It works. I'm telling you, it works extremely, extremely well. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you in the chat. I'm going to type in there right now the actual, just pull this up, school opening worksheet. Make sure you and your team have this, please. This is going to make your life a lot easier, more efficient, and most importantly, a lot more profitable. So if you are watching the replay, scan this right here, and this will get you the Dropbox the actual form via the Dropbox folder. So that's that. Also, in regards to tomorrow, we're going to be very busy. If for whatever reason something popped up that changed, I know one of these yoga got canceled, but even yoga got canceled, we have another one that I'm going to be personally presenting at tomorrow. And so again, we have people coming up from San Diego that are going to serve as observers because we're looking to expand in other places as well. We are getting opportunities that we are not even asking for. That's how powerful this opportunity is right now. And so it's important for you to make sure you're up to speed on all things openings and closings as well. I just want to recognize a few people that we recognized Saturday. Carla Thompson, number 3 personal producer. Kathy DeRugard, number 2 personal producer. Michael Hatter was our number 1 personal producer per points. That's what we go by. Also, we talked about how Anthony LeBlanc is number 3 personal producer as it relates to app count. How many applications are coming in? Number 2 was Mr. Michael Ward. I want to congratulate him. These guys have a race going on that you wouldn't believe if you watch this on literally a daily basis. It's changing places in regards to who's number 1. And again, number one was Reggie Foster, app count for the first half of the fall 2024 season. We recognize Mr. Victor Makla for his annuity production, which is simply incredible. I forgot how much he's got, hundreds of thousands in just so far this month, which is a great, great accomplishment. Gabe Lozano, the same thing, is a rising star for all of the production. He actually has his first small business meeting or webinar with Anico already. So there's a lot of business to be had, a lot of money to be made. Ian, the same thing. He's 100% up on his own on the annuity side of the house, which we need more people to be able to be productive on their own so we can go ahead and focus on newer people. Tony and Irene, we recognize them for their school openings. They, one thing that was brought up was how we need to make money sooner rather than later. They opened up a school on a Thursday, and I was presenting at that same school the following Tuesday. They opened up another one, which I'm going to be presenting at tomorrow. And so again, the point that I'm making is that you don't have to wait weeks and months. However, if you do have schools going on right now and business coming in right now, and you're opening schools starting today, make sure you don't book them anything sooner than November, December, or even into next year. Our calendar is slammed unless you are going to be presenting yourself. Then yes, you can book it for next Tuesday and be making money ASAP. We congratulate George Munoz for his excellence in leadership as well. And I want to thank him publicly for all that he does for everybody. We do have an iPad contest going on right now, and this is for Anico only. And so if you are interested in a brand new free iPad, we do have a contest going on between now and October 31st, which is Halloween. It's a short contest. There's a minimum of 5 apps needed to qualify, which is no problem for anybody here. And again, the top producer with Anico issued, not apps, issued, is going to walk away with a brand new iPad. So please fight for that iPad. And what I was telling everybody is how we're going to change our complete approach to how we do business. We are officially launching, this Saturday, we are still taking our first batch of people that are interested in the ultimate success formula, which is to capture, nurture, and close your leads, whether it be schools, police, whether it be small businesses. Capture, nurture, and close. Where we are falling apart, we are doing a horrible job nurturing. And the reason that it's so hard, why? Simple. Because of the simple fact that it takes too much time. Automation is the key, and we are offering people the opportunity, or our agents only the opportunity, to go ahead and come on board and be part of the Wizards marketing. Because with this, you can literally capture leads using what we already do, which is not just simply our actual school staff meeting presentations and roll calls, but we're going to do that electronically as well. Nurturing, we send out voicemails, which are what are called ringless voicemails. So now when we have people's voicemails, the robots call them and leave them in drop voice file without the phone ringing. It's pretty cool. SMS, emails, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and so on. That's the money right there. The nurturing. As a matter of fact, we had a testimonial from Denny, how he's been using this, and he just closed an annuity that he came across back in November and barely closed it last November, and just closed it now because of these robots following up on his exact leads as well. And then the closing, of course, is going to be up to you. Everything that you need is part of one system. Before, we had to have a MailChimp account, a ClickFunnels account, literally a few $1,000 in just automations that now are part of this one system, and it's all for $97. It's going to go up. I had one person ask me last night that they had it for $297. It is a $297 package, but as far as our agents are concerned, it's going to be only $97 a month. No contract. Go ahead.
I had a question about that. I signed up, but I signed up underneath my business email. Should I sign up underneath the Rochelle so they know my name? Because all the other things
it doesn't matter. That's just for the actual access to the account. Okay. What matters is going to be what emails go out and who the emails go out from. It's a completely different beast.
So okay. And then everything with our YouTube and everything like that, if I use the business one, just kind of keep that consistent.
That's it. We want to brand it
because it'll attach to this whole program, everything else.
100%. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No worries. So, like I said, the money's in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. And that's what we're doing this. Again, somebody else last night just was telling me about the 297. It is the same exact package. Not one thing do you get more or less of. It's just that if you're part of our team, it's going to be $97. We are actually debating, and not debating from a money perspective, but with the people that run this stuff why we're doing it for that price and giving them the premium package. And the answer is because I'm not selling it at a lower price. It's just that it's a team that I'm trying to build it. So I'm arguing with them as to why we're doing it this way. And it's not going to change. We're okay. But they don't like it when something gets devalued. But I'm telling you, it's not being devalued because I'm not doing this with the general public. This is not for the general public. This is just for members of my team within FFS, period. And so anyways, if you want to know more about this, go to automatedprofits.us, not .com.us, and they will walk you through. Make sure you do not sign. What is, Rochelle, what is the 297 one called? I forget what it was called. Don't sign up for the 297. Sign up for the $1 free trial. It's a free trial.
It's professional.
Yeah, so they're right underneath there. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that one. Stick to the $1 free trial. If the dollar is not part of the trial, it's just part of the setup. And then you're going to get an email. You're going to have to schedule your, I think, Rochelle, you told me you already have your onboarding webinar, I believe. Was it you or somebody else was telling me that they already had a webinar? Anyways.
No, I haven't had it yet. No,
okay,
I just signed up last night.
Perfect. I'll send you the link right now. Make sure you schedule it. We want to get you on board. We want to, and there's a lot of stuff that's done, but it's going to be done for you. It just takes time. So you're not going to have to do a thing, and we're going to do everything.
I'll get back with you. I just got an email said it looked like I was thinking about joining, and I didn't. That's not what I got last night from you. But we'll circle back around.
Perfect.
Okay.
We'll do it. All right. I'll make sure that you did join. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to take too much time, but as it relates to small businesses, what I'm going to show you is something that's very affordable, but that's going to be even more affordable moving forward. We are going to do a group buy-in. It's really simple. We do this all the time with real estate leads, with life. That's how I recruit people. I buy a list of life insurance agents, and then I just market them through this system. Most of you that are here, this is how you came on board. I have a team of mortgage officers, realtors. I do the same thing. I just go buy a list and let the robots drip on them. And I have 47 people right now waiting to join my team that are already life insurance licensed and ready to go. Now I have to scrub them, but that's not the point. The point that I'm making is this. What we have our list of, here, if you want to do the small business thing, yes, you can door knock, and yes, you should door knock just to kind of polish up your skills, but you will never beat a robot that can hit 1,000 businesses a day. You will never beat it. And so if you don't know where to get these things, we're going to show you. This is a fancy email list company called the emaillistcompany.com. And when you do is you go in here, you'll see how you can buy a list of dentists in California, because dentists are perfect. Doctors, not so much, because unfortunately, big pharma and big medicine killed the family practice. They killed it. You won't find too many of them. They're still out there, some of them, but 95% are dead. They all work for a group now. And you can still work with them, of course, so some of them are independent. A lot of them are independent. So the point is that dentists is where it's at, and they need you. They need you bad. And so what we're talking about here is, here's a list of 9,000 plus actual dentists in California that you can zero down in by city, zip code, and so on for a miserable $149, $150. But don't buy it, because once we're going to end this enrollment period this coming Saturday. So all of you that are stumbling through this right now, just bear with me. As of Saturday, once we have the initial batch of 10 people that we're looking for, just 10, then what we're going to do is say, look, listen, we're going to buy this list and we're going to divide it. We're all going to pay $14 each, $15 each, but everybody gets the list. And no, not everybody's going to be trampling all over each other, because it's the robots that are going to be doing the work, and other people are going to raise awareness about it. And yeah, somebody will eventually get the hit, but you can also buy your own list and then keep it to yourself. I'm just saying that there's enough business for everybody. I've been doing this for many, many years, and it's worked for me. It has worked very, very well. I buy big lists, $1,000, $2,000 lists. I divide it by 5, 10 people. We all pitch in a couple $100, and then we all work it. And it's just about how well you work it. And the robots do a very good job. So here you go, $150 for 9,000 prospects. Not too bad. Less money than you're going to spend on gas driving around town and on donuts and stuff trying to get these dentists to listen to you. But you should still try that if that's what you want to do. Here's an example of another business list that you can see: accounting professionals, contracting professionals. One of the things that has worked out the best for me in the small business world, what we call the TAP or TAP program. Anybody knows what the TAP program through National Life Group is? National Life Group sponsors this. TAP, TAP. Anybody. Nobody's worked small business. Okay, it's paid me tons and tons of money. And National Life Group has a thing called TAP, which stands for Trusted Advisor Program. And you want to partner up. You heard James tell you, you want to have an attorney, the state attorney. You want to have a CPA. These are the people that will feed you business all day long. One of the nicest annuities that I ever had was $300,000 annuity was from a tax preparer who called me. It wasn't me, but one of my agents went to the office, dropped off a flyer. Literally a day later, she called up, said, "Hey, one of your guys came here, dropped off a flyer. Oh, tell me more." I told her what we're about. She's like, "Well, I have a client just came across 360 or 380,000, and she's asking me what to do with it, and I don't know what to do. Tell you what, I can come into your office with your client there, so I can explain to both of you what we do." And the next day, I was presenting to the client. The day after, I was taking the application. A week later, the client had the check for 389,000 ready for me to pick it up, and all because of the trusted advisor I was dealing with, TAP. And as you can see here, there's 76,000 of them with email addresses that you can hit up electronically. Engineering, financial advisors, executive list. If you want to hear a success story about financial advisors, talk to Lena. Anybody know where Lena gets her business from? She's making, how much did we say she's making this month so far? 100, I don't remember, 180,000 so far this month. Where did she get all this business from? Anybody know? Anybody know? She gets it from one source. Anybody know? All right, well, I'll leave you in suspense. I
believe it's through her husband's business.
And what is her husband's business? What is her husband's business?
I think he works with Merrill Lynch or one of those.
Financial advisor.
Merrill Lynch or Goldman Sachs.
Advisor.
Yeah.
Financial advisor.
Yeah.
They're not licensed. Most of them don't want to get licensed. Most of them don't want to get involved, but they want their clients to have something good for them. And that's why I'm telling you, for the best partnerships for me have come from the Trusted Advisor Program, TAP. And anyways, we'll talk about that for those that are part of this group, because I don't want to bug anybody that's not interested. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to hear me, for the record, you're not going to hear me pitching this to the masses. That's not what I'm doing. This is for a small group of people that are going to get a level of support that they never thought they would get from me. Anyways, as you can see here, we go into doctors. If you do want to mess with doctors, 1 million doctors, 1 million with addresses, 1 million with the phone number, 269,000 with an email address for $997. Now divide that by 10 people, it's $97 or $99. I mean, it's just simply incredible. And here's what I do. What I always do, I'm not asking anybody to pay this, by the way. I'm not soliciting you, so don't think that. But the way I do it on the real estate, mortgage, life insurance side, I always tell a group of people, look, let's divide this by 10 and we'll go ahead and pay $100 each. Great, I'm in. Collect all the money, pay it. I send the list, the master list to everybody. Everybody's happy. And then people that start coming to me afterwards, I sell it to them for half price, for $500. And that's it. That's it. Should have moved quickly on it. Don't feel bad at all. If you want just the email version, which is just the 269,000 emails, it's even cheaper, $647. I don't mail people anything, so I don't need their physical address. I don't want to call them because they're not cell phones. These are landlines in offices. I don't want to call them. Maybe we do get the one with the phone to the robots, or you can call. I don't want to. So I'll be happy with the 647. So for $50-$60 to have, over 500,000 emails, not bad at all. And then lastly, here we go, how you can break down by
over here. Quick question. This is Mike Ward. Quick question. What kind of response or open rate do you get from these lists?
About 2%, 2 to 5%, usually. 2 to 5%.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's, just so you know, 5 times higher than mailers. Just so you know. And we know that because in this software, you can actually go in here. By the way, we're done. If you're not interested in learning about this, we're done. But I want to show you guys something. For those that aren't even considering this, I can come in here and go into the robots and say, when's the last time? I'm just going to say, you can come in here. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to contacts, bulk actions, meaning for group stuff. I sent out, the robot sent out an SMS today at 8:55 a.m. for the webinar reminder. It's automated. Bulk, delete. I'm trying to see if there's an email. Here's a bulk email for people going to the Aneco luncheon that went out. Let me see if there's a bigger one. Bulk email, FFS for the Valley. Anyways, but you can see complete, complete, complete. I hope you guys can see that complete, complete, complete. So what I can do, what you're going to be able to do, or if you have it, what you can do, click on details. You got to know your numbers. And so let me see if this thing opens up. It went through just fine. Let me look at this one right here. Hold on. Anarcho got your grill. Process as soon as possible. And so here, let me show you this one. App. You have to know what's working and what's not working. And the reason that this is so important, by the way, is because for our marketing, for marketing purposes, period, what's really, somebody's calling me. What's really important is you want to make sure, you want to make sure sometimes it's the headline that changes everything. And so we're going to do all that for you. You're not going to have to do it. And so let me just come in here. These are contacts. So what I'm going to do is bulk actions. This is wizards, marketing wizards. So if I can come in here, let's see, this is okay, so here's what I was looking for. I could have done it in this part right here. Show stats. See, this is the old, here it is. So let's just say, whatever, Annika lunch, it doesn't matter. Show stats, whatever. If I could come in here, I can see I sent out 20 emails, 18 were delivered, 1 was skipped, and 1 had an error. But 18 were delivered. Now, if I wanted to drill to who opened it, you can do that as well. And so if I come in here once again, I'm looking for, let's just say, show stats. This is 12 people from the Valley. 12 were delivered, none skipped, no errors. So everybody read theirs right there. And so the point that I'm making is that it's a great way. It's an excellent way for you to basically stay on top of everything. So I could come in here for years and years, and I mean years, and find out what has worked for me. And here's the cool part. You're not going to have to do this. You're not going to have to do this. So anyways, I sent out an email about Anthony hitting the 75K club. There's the email. If I want to just kind of see what happened, I can come in here. I sent it out to 111 people. 39 were delivered. 3 were skipped. There was a lot of error. This one had a lot of errors. So I can actually find out what happened. And so the point that I'm making is that you want to know that some bounced. As you can see, some bounced, a lot bounced, blah, blah, blah. And so anyways, I'm not going to bore you with this whole thing right now, but I just want you to understand that this is exactly what's coming. I'm going to look real quick at the chats, but I don't do questions through chat. Let's say, okay. The answer is yes, Denny. We do have a help desk, but we're being picky. So if you get an error, somebody else got an error. I think Manny got an error, 404 error last night. Let me look into it right now. And the only people that I have on the list to get back to today regarding this, I'm doing it right now, is, hold on, Manny, I know that.
And Rochelle, I got an error.
Okay, Rochelle, and now Denny as well. Okay, cool. All right, so like I said, we are handpicking people right now. We're not lighting the fuse on this because you're going to see what I'm able to do when it comes to marketing later on. Not right now. This is handpicked people specifically for that. Now, let's see. And again, if anybody here for your Monday, please like it up to watch it on my computer. Okay, that's it. So I just want to say thank you and congratulations to everybody for all that you do. It's important for you to understand that we want to diversify where our business comes from, because when schools, we're about to go into the mid-November, it starts to die off, and then it dies off completely. Then we go right back for a week or two in December, and then it really dies off. But businesses are going 24/7, 24/7. You want to be well-versed. You want to sound intelligent. You want to learn to intrigue them, disturb them, and then go ahead and convert them into a client as well. And even if all you do is get good at not door knocking to, let's just say, get a sale, if you get good at getting their contact info, you put them into your small business robot campaign, and it sends out small business related stuff automatically forever. You will never have to do that. The only time you're going to get an email is when they say, I want to meet with you. I want to call from you. I want to talk to you. Then you know you have an action to take, and that's where you step in and get the damn robots out of the way as well. All right. Any questions before we wrap it up? Anybody, unmute yourself, please, real quick. If you do have a question, I'm not reading the chat. It takes too long.
I do have a question.
I signed up last night 3 times. I got an error of 404. 3 times, I guess. That was my mistake.
All right, I'm gonna do it right now. Come on, Julio, man. I thought you were gonna do it of all the people, but all right, I'm on it, Julio. Anybody else, please?
Yeah, quick question. So on these, if we were to buy into these leads, and obviously the system, and if I have, so I guess if there's however many you buy for $150, do you put those into like a separate, like into my CRM tool?
Yes, it goes directly into your widgets marketing platform, and then it actually immediately starts the process. We tell it to email every week, and then we tell it to follow up, and then every email, every text that they receive, if we have a cell phone number, of course, once they complete that, then you get a notification. Like for me, I showed this on Saturday. I'll show it again. I call my Life Agents Wanted. So whenever I get an email from me, new law, that's what they look like. New law lead. That's what so we tell. So you're going to get an email, and it's going to come from, well, it's you, because it's going to say Mike Ward. You have a new SB lead, small business lead. You're going to click on it, and it's somebody somewhere.
Your screen's not showing.
Oh, thank you very much, man. You guys, I appreciate that. And so for instance, here, what I did, let me go back over here. I just typed it into my search, new law. Now, I just never reached out to these people. New law lead. So I come in here. Oh, I do know her. That's Erica. Okay. And so the point that I'm making is that every single person who has ever come here and clicked on it, it's all here. And so, like for instance, there's one lead, there's the phone number, there's the email address. And so you're going to get an email saying new small business or SB lead. That means that somebody from the robots, they hit somebody, and your job is to hey, this is Javier, I'm calling you regarding, the small business retirement planning.
Perfect.
Blah, blah, blah. So all I want to deal with people that have gone through the whole funnel who just want to know more. That's the beauty.
Yeah, I like it. And then there's different landing pages too, so you can use this for different campaigns.
You get unlimited number of landing pages, unlimited number of funnels, unlimited. Here, I'll give you an example. I got rid of this one, and let's just see. I don't know if you ever heard of this, MailChimp. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in MailChimp.
Yeah, I heard it.
They got smart. Okay, the way they did it, they're very smart. Let me show you this right here. Oh, I think they got changed or something. Here it is, MailChimp price. Here, let me just show you. I'm in MailChimp pricing. They are smart. They charge you by how big is your list. So for me, if I go into my current list, into my contacts, and I hit everyone, I'm going to select, and it's going to take a little while. So just bear with me. And here we go, smart list. I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit everybody. I have 200,788. So if I go to MailChimp, now MailChimp only does one thing, by the way, email people. No robots involved, no funnels, no website, nothing, but just one thing. If I come in here and say, I have 200,000 people, what are you going to charge me? I can come in here. It only gets 100,000. So give me the $100,000. It better not be more than $97. There. This one is $800 a month. And so that means that it's going to cost me $1,600. I'm sure they're going to give me a little price break. So they might be nice and give me $1,400. It's $1,400 a month to email them. What if I want to text them? You can't. This is only email. What if I want a funnel? Well, we'll get it somewhere else. Then if we go here, if you do want to get a funnel, what we have, but if you want to get the best one in the industry, without a doubt, click funnels. Without a doubt. Click funnels. They are good. Ours is better because they're. Let me just show you the pricing. So here, because everybody starts to hide it. Hold on. Okay, blah 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 blah. See, that's what I'm saying. They just say it's their pricing page. Here it is. Let me just go to it directly. And so the cheapest one, 81, right here. This one is 248, but this is, by the way, paying annual. If you want to go monthly, $300 a month, which is what the one we're offering you is also that one. However, here, the biggest difference you'll see, there's no robots. There's just no SMS. There's no ringless voicemail. There's just nothing. And then, of course, it just continues to go up there into stupid prices. But that's what I'm telling you. But they're good. I love them. I love them to death. But anyways, that's it. So that's all I have. Manny, Rochelle, Danny, and Julio. Okay, we're going to go ahead and reach out to every single one of you, or the IT people reach out to you, and just determine whether you want to go after small businesses, because small businesses is really very broad. Are we talking about like doctors? Are we talking more about the dentist? Are we talking more about manufacturing? You're gonna have to define it a little bit more. Is what I'm saying. So, or if you're gonna door knock, well, then that's obviously go to the strip mall and hit them all in the strip mall. Just hit them all if that's what you're going to do. But if you want to do it electronically, start to define. Think email list is how I operate. I love working with a realtor list, loan officer list, life insurance agent list, principals list, and so on. And start thinking as a marketer so we can help you penetrate that small business electronically as well. All right. If no one has any last call, questions, comments, concerns, Manny, Rochelle.
Sir, I have one question about the list as far as working with different lists. If we want to target specifically principals within a specific county, is there a list like that?
Thank you very much. Here's the one thing that I was going to tell only the people that have already signed up, because I don't want to bug everybody with, like, right now, taking more time. The one thing you have to stay away from, there is a direct understanding between National Life Group and National Life Group and districts, that if you solicit via email, they have to drop you. Stay away from schools. Trust me, we can get away from it because I have a list from principals meetings that opted in to meet directly. Stay away. They're in your contract, in your sales contract, directly with appointment paperwork with Anaco. There is a clause that says there's no electronic and the biggest reason, just so you know, LAOSD got hacked 2 years ago, like you wouldn't believe. They got hacked, man, that to this day, they're paranoid. And it was all because of a phishing email. And so be very careful. So if you want to do anything like that, get with me first, and I'll let you know. But be very careful with schools, because there is a direct, and I'm talking about a direct clause that addresses in the schools. Okay, Chin, I got your hit to add you as well. This is just information, the only stuff that I'm dealing with you guys at this point. But there's a direct clause that talks specifically about that. As a matter of fact, next Monday, I have that meeting with the president of the police union, and they're going to put us in contact. We're going to meet with the next meeting after that is with the president of the principals union. If a union rep gives you an email, that's a different ballgame, completely different thing. What I do with the police department, with the LAPD, what I do here, let me just show you. I know you can't see it. What I do, and this is what I'm going to talk to you. Now, I'm not going to bug everybody with this stuff. This is for the marketers. Marketers, you better know this. But here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I do. Ruben, hold on. And this is 100% in compliance. Here it is. Here. And this one, the subject is, hello, Rick. Here's the email for Baker to Vegas team captains regarding blah, blah, blah. Hello, team captains. I wrote it for him, and he sends it out for me. Completely different beast. Completely. So now you're in full compliance. So that's why I'll show you how to get. So I'm not telling you not to communicate via email, but you got to learn how to structure it the right way. So when somebody comes to me and says, hey, something popped up, wrong. This is directly from them. And just like it says here, this is the BTV coordinator, Baker Vegas coordinator. That's the person. That email belongs to that position, not the individual. And here's what I told them. Please, here's the email. Hello, team captain, National Life Group, an official sponsor, has limited number of 200, blah, 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 blah. 100% legit. So I'll walk you through everything, but I'm not going to walk everybody through it. You don't need to know this. If you're not doing this, you don't need to know it. I don't need to waste my breath. You don't need to listen to the nonsense. But if you are going to market, get ready, because you're going to see what marketing on steroids is like. And you'll never be, lacking leads ever again. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate your time. Again, Manny, Rochelle, Danny, Julio, and Chin, you're in. I think that's it. If not, maybe 2 more spots, but we will go ahead and take it from there. So I really appreciate everybody's participation. And please, let's knock it out of the ballpark tomorrow. We've got a lot of presentations. I'm going to be presenting myself. Somebody from San Diego is coming up to observe me. And so it's just a matter of us capturing more and more business. And like it says, it starts with the lead. We capture, we nurture, and we close it. So good luck to everybody tomorrow. Appreciate your time. And if you're in the San Fernando Valley, don't forget that by Friday, I need that form with the schools that you're hitting up to see where you stand. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's make it a productive week. Bye-bye.